Hello, welcome to Essex Farms. Today I'm going to talk to you about raising hogs and what it takes to raise hogs. It's very simple. You say, can I raise hogs? I don't know how to raise hogs. What do I need? What do I need to do? It's very simple. Don't be intimidated by it. It's really no more in it than taking care of a dog or something like that. Food, shelter, water, back rubs every once in a while, and that's really all you need. These pigs are Duroc pigs. They're both males. They've been cut. I got them when they were 7 weeks old. They're 10 weeks old now and pretty much have tripled in size. So they grow really fast. They're really good. Within 5 months, they'll weigh 250 to 280 pounds, 200 pounds, and that's pretty much killing weight. And the reason you want it around that weight is because the meat and fat are equal there. You don't have too much fat, you don't have too much meat, so that's pretty good. 250 pounds is about where you want it. That's killing weight. So let's talk about pens, where you could put your pens and different stuff. You don't need a big pen. This pen here is pretty good size. I could probably have 8 to 10 pigs in here, full-grown hogs, and it would be just fine. Probably have more than that actually, but they don't take a lot of room. The reason I put this pen here is because there's a lot of stumps out here, and as you can see, a lot of dog fennel and weeds and stuff, and they will come in here and root all this up, looking for bugs and roots and stuff that they will eat. So they will clear all of this up. So whenever you decide to put your pen somewhere, it don't have to be on a perfect flat piece of grass or nothing like that. It can be on a hill, it can be in the woods, it can be different places like that. The easiest way to have a pen is the simplest way. If you say, well, I just want to try pigs, I'm not sure if I really want them, you can go to Tractor Supply and get hog panels, and they're 16 foot by 38, I believe, something like that. You can get 4 of those and some T-posts, and you can pretty much make a hog pen. It don't take a lot of room to raise pigs. So also do keep in mind though, when you build your pen, that you can pick them up and put them in, but when they get 250 pounds, you're gonna have a way to get them out to make it either shoot to a trailer or something like that. And if you're saying, well, I do want pigs, I know I want pigs, I want to build a permanent pen, woven wire is very good. You can get on a roll for 330 foot on a roll. You do want to make sure though, it don't matter how tight you get it or anything else, they can lift it up. They're very strong animals, and what you want to do is get a electric wire to go on the bottom. I got a poly braid wire on this because that's what I had. It's something I use when I moved the cows around, so I had it. You can get, if you're not near a house, you can get a solar powered fence box. It don't have to be real high powered. As long as they can feel the shock, that's all that matters. It don't have to knock them down. It don't have to be that much. Because what they'll do is hit it 3 or 4 times, and they know it's there, and they won't mess with it anymore. I've actually had the fence not be on, and pigs hit it and squeal because they think they're gonna get shocked. So you don't have to have a real big fence or anything like that, a strong power box or nothing like that. If it zaps them a little bit, they'll know. So feeding the pigs, what I did with these, what you need to do is get hog grower. Hog grower is good for around 7 weeks old. That's when they're weaned off their wings and they can start eating. So hog grower will help them get up a little bit bigger in size quicker. And also what I feed them is corn, whole corn. And what I do is I take a barrel, I put the corn in it, I fill it with water up, put water in it about 5 inches above the corn, and let that sit, and come back the next day or so and it'll be below the corn. Fill it back up about 2 or 3 inches, and it will be, the corn will be soft and they'll eat it up. That's what they were just eating then. And that's really good on their teeth and stuff, and they can eat it and it's soft to them. So that's really good for them. Now after I get done with all the hog grower, after a while I'll get them up a little bit bigger, I'll go straight whole corn and finish them off on whole corn. And the best place I found to buy corn is if you know a farmer that raises corn. A lot of times these farmers will sell deer corn to people, to hunters and stuff. It's just corn in a bag, straight corn. So you can go down there and buy it. That's where I get mine from, is $6 to $7 for a 50-pound bag. So it's really not that expensive, and that's a good cheap way to feed your hogs out. So water is very important for pigs. You want to make sure they have plenty of water to drink. They don't sweat and they get hot, especially during summer, and they can also burn like a human. One thing to keep in mind is during the winter time, I have this big feeder, this big water right here. During the winter time, that's all right because it's cold and they don't want to get in the water. But during the summertime, if you have something like this, they will get in it and lay around and everything else because they get hot. and they want to lay around in the water. So during the summertime, I got a barrel over there that I'm gonna make into a hog water. So you can buy a nipple that goes on it, and they can drink off of that, or you can buy a short hose to an automatic water, and they can drink out of that too. So that's what my plan is for this summer, and I don't have to worry about them getting into it and making a mess. So shelter is important to pigs too. You want to make sure that they stay out of the sun, especially during the summer. I built this little box for these pigs. They're going to outgrow it. I do have another pen over here I'm working on. I have a big dome to keep them in there. But yeah, during the summertime, you want to make sure they have shade. There's not a lot of shade in this area right here. Probably when the trees grow out a little bit more, it should be all right. But if you don't have an area with shade like that, you can always get a tarp or something like that to cover up. A piece of plywood, you know, don't have to be too high off the ground, and they can get under it and lay down. Something like that, something simple like that. But yeah, they do need shade, and you want to make sure that they can get out of the sun. And the last thing is, when you buy pigs, it's always better to buy 2 pigs. For one reason, they will fight over the food, but it makes them eat more, because one don't want them to eat and the other wants to eat, so they'll kind of fight against that and make them eat more. And 2, they are very social animals, so they like to cuddle up, and they like to run around and play with each other and stuff. So having 1 pig is kind of makes them a little lonely, I guess. So you always want to make sure you at least get 2 pigs. And taking care of 2 pigs is no more than 1 pig. It's nothing else that you have to do that much. So it's really simple. And you know, at the end of the time, when they get up and you butcher them, you're going to have your own meat that you raised. You know it had a good life, and it's got plenty of sunshine, plenty of feed, and plenty of water. So that's about it on pigs. Very simple. Don't be intimidated by it. It's really nothing that hard. You don't have to have a whole bunch of land. One time we lived at a different place. I had about 3 acres, and I had about a 1/4 acre hog lot. I had 3 sows and a boar in that hog lot, and they had piglets. So I had about 30-some pigs in that lot, and it was plenty of room. Now they kept it chewed up and stuff and everything like that, but it was plenty of room for them. So you don't have to have a whole lot of room. So I appreciate you watching this. I hope I helped you. I hope you answered some questions, and maybe took away any doubts that you may have about not being able to raise pigs. So it's really simple. So next time we're going to talk about raising cows. A lot of interesting stuff in that, maybe stuff you didn't know. And so that's going to be our next video. So appreciate you watching.